Welcome to February. This month sees an eclectic selection of games hit the market with a nice spread of genres represented, so let's dive in. But before we do, I would just like to thank everyone who continues to support this channel. It means a lot to me that people take time out of their day to watch these videos I produce and enjoy my content, and if you haven't done so already, do please subscribe to keep up to date with everything I release. First up this month at number 10 we have Rift of the NecroDancer. Now I will say that some might think this is a bit low for the follow-up to a beloved indie game, but this is a very personal choice, as I never really get on with rhythm games, especially as I get older and less able to hit the notes in time. One of the main changes for this sequel is a move from pixel art to a cartoon style that may please some. It certainly looks striking. Alongside that, you have the fret style gameplay from the classic Guitar Hero series and an original soundtrack from Danny Baranowski and friends. It looks like a complete package in terms of a rhythm game. Rift of the NecroDancer comes to PC February 5th.
The Rift of the NecroDancer.
Next at number 9 is Astral Throne, a game that looks to mix strategy RPG mechanics with roguelike gameplay. How this works is that you will fight strategic turn-based battles against foes whilst building a formidable army through roguelike style level ups and loot, looking to build synergies between your various party members. Each run and the story told will change depending on who you choose to recruit. From my time with the demo last year, I found the combat system to be fairly compelling, and I liked the lo-fi 3D graphics. All in all, Astral Throne is shaping up to be an interesting mix of genres. Astral Throne comes to PC February 7th. This next title is a little strange. In at number 8 is While Waiting, a puzzle game about waiting where the strategy is to do nothing. An interesting premise for a video game, no doubt. Looking to blend humour with life insights, the game features a variety of waiting scenarios spanning from birth to death. The only way to progress is to wait. There are no shortcuts or actions that can expedite the situation. I'm really intrigued as to how this plays out in the game, and what that then leads to in terms of actual gameplay. I do have one concern though. Trying to mix humour with profound life insights could easily lead to jarring moments and will require a deft touch from developer Optilusion. While Waiting slides onto Nintendo Switch and PC February 5th. At number 7 is Dawnfolk, a charmingly dark and minimalistic survival city builder. In a world of darkness, you rule a kingdom lost to shadow. In order to save the kingdom, you have teamed up with a mythical fiery creature called Lure, who will light your way. As you explore the uncharted medieval fantasy world, you must manage resources, build cities, and survive the many dangers that come your way. Minigames form a key part of the gameplay, allowing you to get more resources the better you are at said minigames. Solo developer Darren Keller aims to provide a city builder that is easy to play with satisfying gaming sessions no matter how much time you have to play. I do like the presentation, with the squares conveying what they need to in a simple way whilst also having character to them. Dawnfolk seems to provide that combination of board game and video game that can be oh so satisfying to play. Dawnfolk comes to PC February 13th. The game at number 6 on our list is roguelike deck builder Die in the Dungeon. As the name suggests, this is not a deck builder that uses cards, but rather dice. You must combine the various dice at your disposal on a rhombus-shaped board in order to defeat enemies and progress your run. Along the way, you can boost the effectiveness of your dice with relics and gain more powerful dice. The game features a bright and chunky art style, and whilst it is obviously borrowing heavily from genre staples, the way you combine dice with the game board feels unique and should mean Die in the Dungeon is able to stand out in the deck building roguelike market. Die in the Dungeon comes to PC February 21st. Along similar lines to our last game, in terms of it being an entry to a crowded genre, at 5 we have Sworn. This game is a 1 to 4 player co-op roguelike, where you are tasked with exploring a fallen Camelot in order to reclaim it from the corrupted Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table. If you were being reductive, you could say this was Arthurian Hades. However, Sworn is looking to bring its own ideas to the table. There are 8 characters available, meaning the amount of combinations between characters and fey blessings are fairly substantial. And then there is the ability to play a co-op, and everyone knows games are better with friends. Sworn does very much follow one of the early trends of 2025 by providing the ability to play with others, but I do think that the combination of the Arthurian theming and striking visuals will help the game find an audience. I certainly enjoyed my time with the demo. Sworn slashes into Steam Early Access February 16th. At number 4 is Keep Driving, an atmospheric management RPG about life on the open road. Hearing about a festival on the other side of the country, you fire up your engine, plot your route on the map and hit the road. Along the way, you will explore a procedurally generated pixel open world where you are free to pick up hitchhikers, upgrade, customise and repair your car, and solve challenges using a turn-based combat system. With trips taking 1 to 4 hours and multiple endings to explore, the aim is to provide a replayable experience, allowing players freedom to shape their journey in the way they want. It's a cool premise for a game, and one that I am looking forward to checking out. Keep Driving drives onto PC February 6th. Heading into the top 3, we have Kaiserpunk, a title looking to mix city building with grand strategy. I only found out about this game recently, but my interest was immediately piqued by the idea of mixing grand strategy with city building. Allowing the player to focus on both the macro and the micro sounds like a lot of fun, and the alternative 20th century world is enticing. You will need to excel at both sides of the game to succeed, with the production change you build in your cities powering your wider empire and informing your grand strategy designs. Alongside this is a narrative that is impacted by your choices, with dynamic stories spanning entire playthroughs. With Civilization 7 out this month, another strategy title might struggle to gain traction, but hopefully Kaiserpunk's unique attempt at a grand strategy game will allow it to succeed. Kaiserpunk arrives on PC February 27th. At number 2 is Peripeteia, a first and third person RPG stealth action game taking place in an alternate history cyberpunk Poland. Developer Ninth Exodus are very upfront in terms of their inspiration for this game, name checking the immersive sims from Ironstorm and Looking Glass, so you can probably guess what to expect from this title. They do say that they are looking to expand on the traditional formula with new ideas and of course an original setting. Time will tell as to whether they succeed, but this game is certainly one to keep an eye on for anyone into their immersive sims. Peripeteia stealths its way into Steam Early Access, February 21st. Finally, at number 1, and my pick of the month, is side-scrolling run-and-gun action game Metal Suits Counterattack. As a self-confessed fan of these types of games, it was hard not to put this game at the number 1 spot, but I do think it deserves it despite my biases. When I played the demo, I was reminded of Broforce, as like that title, the levels have an element of destructibility to them, and the weapons are incredibly over the top. You play as Kevin, a war hero who is now old and sick, and has been called upon to defeat the alien menace Golida using a variety of combat suits. These suits dictate the types of weapons you have at your disposal, with levels providing you access to different suits and new ways to kill the alien menace. It all seems like riotous fun, and I can't wait to check it out. Metal Suits Counterattack arrives on all the consoles and PC February 13th. That wraps up February. Some really fun looking titles this month, and a few potential surprises as well. Let me know in the comments below if you think I've missed anything and what your favourite games are. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. Really helps me out. I really appreciate anyone who takes time out to do that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.